Debbie Wasserman-Schulz has said that she doesn't think independents should be able to vote. She says you're wrong, that the nominee of the party should be decided by members of the party. Your response?
Well, I think Debbie has got it backwards. More and more people are going outside of the Democratic and Republican parties. We have millions and millions of independents out there. And to say that when a primary takes place, such as the case in New York State, that 3 million people should be disenfranchised and not being able to vote for either the Democratic candidate for president or the Republican, I think it makes no sense at all. The world has changed. More and more people are independents, and I think it makes no sense for the Democrats to say to those people, you can't help us. For Democrats to do well in a national election, they're going to need a lot of independents, and I would not think it's a good idea to push those people away.
And you talked very forcefully on Sunday about your plan that this is going to be a contested contest, and there's been a lot of speculation about exactly what you mean in terms of what you're going to do at the convention. Can you clarify
Well,
that?
This is what I mean. I think the case, 2 points have got to be made to the superdelegates. Number one, in those states where we have won with 65, 70, 75% of the votes, I would hope that the superdelegates listen to the people in their own state and say, hey, maybe I was for Hillary, but, you know, Bernie won 75% of the vote. I've got to vote with him. Number two, for other superdelegates who may have come on board literally before I was in the campaign, you know, they came on very early with Hillary Clinton, they have got to take a hard look at which candidate is more likely to defeat Donald Trump or the other Republican, whoever the Republican nominee might be. If you look at virtually all of the polls, I do better against Trump than does Hillary Clinton. I'm the stronger candidate. And I think you're going to see a lot of superdelegates say, well, you know, I like Hillary, but Bernie is the stronger candidate. And it's imperative that we retain control of the White House.
Let me ask you quickly about those 2 points. Doesn't that your second point, doesn't that disenfranchise voters? If suddenly, because you look at the polls and you talk about electability, and if Hillary Clinton has the delegates and she's ahead, well, why should they turn to you when their voters in their state have gone with her?
Because, look, what we have right now is the absurd situation where, as of today, before Indiana, we have 45% of the pledged delegates. We have 7% of the superdelegates. Now, you tell me how that makes sense.
Even if the delegates, the superdelegates in the states where it's already been contested, go to you, you're still far behind.
No, that's right. But the point, I think it is a valid point. I have a whole lot of problems with the nature of superdelegates right now and the power that they have. I mean, the truth is, you got over 700 superdelegates, and that is too many, I think. So I think that's something we have to rethink. But the basic point here is, I think, given where we are right now, with superdelegates playing a very, very powerful role, although they were not elected by their constituents, I think it is appropriate that those superdelegates sit and think which candidate will be the strongest candidate in defeating Donald Trump. And I think the objective evidence is that I will be.
So no matter what the delegate count
I don't want to go. I don't want to
get.
I've said what I have said. Right now, by the way, we got, including today, 10 more states. We're at 45% of the popular delegates right now, pledged delegates. We hope to get over 50. It's a major effort. I know that. We got California out there where we think we're going to do pretty well. We think we're going to do well today. But our goal is to win the pledged delegates. Our goal is to convince superdelegates who may have come on to Hillary Clinton way before I was in the race that I am the strongest candidate to defeat Trump.
Thank you. Thank you.